we are GPS and track and our fleet trackers. And this is a great example of us going from Mexico down to Baja to Phoenix. And it shows the entire trip, every stop, start, route, speed. So with our fleet trackers, it has detailed history reports, but more importantly, it shows exact locations. So here we are down in Baja, and our fleet trackers will track in US, Canada, Mexico. And here's our starting point. So right in Baja, we go on the freeway, and you're able to track through the entire day. The reason this is important, especially for businesses, is you're able to see every stop, start, route, speeds. So for example, right now, we're at a gas station. We can go see what pump we were at, how long we were there for. We can hit a street view and see the location. And this is all part of the platform. With us, there's no contract, there's no monthly fees, and these are game changers for businesses. Imagine your trucks out and about. You're not sure who's working, who's being efficient. Now we can see at the border. This is actually a 4-hour wait at the border. Absolutely ridiculous. And you can see where it went, what roads it was in, what lanes it was at, the times, the speeds, which was like 1 mile an hour. This actually took like 3 hours plus to get through. But you're able to monitor these through the entire day. And again, we can go by a street view and we can see the layout, the street, the traffic. Crazy. That's Mexico. Right now we're in Mexico. 3 hours to go, about a quarter of a mile. And then as the car goes past the border, we're back in the USA. And from there, everything's back to normal. So these will track in Mexico, Canada, the US. We're able to show the timestamp when we got out. So it's about accountability. And we can show another stop here where this is a gas station. So we can go, we can see how long it was there for, what gas pump it was at. This could be a Starbucks, this could be a restaurant, this could be a bar, it could be whatever. So especially if you're trying to monitor, make sure everybody's doing their jobs. This is cool too. This is a great example of the power of fleet. This is an airport, and we know the stop at what gate it stopped at as the drop off. So not only do we know it went to the airport, that's not a whole lot of information. We know what gate it was at, and we can see from the street view it was gate 12. We can see it was United, Virgin Airways. We can see everything about the location, and as they are leaving the airport, they're heading to Phoenix. Nothing too exciting, but again, we're able to monitor the speeds. Now we see a stop here. This is kind of cool because we're able to see from this location what pump it was at again, how long it was there for, and we can see driving. You can check the speeds whenever you want, what the timestamps were. And we're going to come up to a casino. And this is another powerful example of how great Fleet is. Because, right, this is a casino. So if you just have a hacked device, you might yell at your employee. Except it's also a gas station. And we know where they parked. The casino's on the other side. So we know from this location that they were here for 7 minutes. And realistically, they probably didn't get a whole lot of hands of blackjack or slot machines in 7 minutes. They were getting gas. We know this because we can see they stopped at the gas station and they were there for the 8 minutes. So instead of yelling at an employee because you have information that's half correct, you're able to say, oh, you just got gas. You actually didn't go in the casino. Good boy. High five. And as we're going closer to Arizona, we have another stop. And from here, we're able to see that, okay, now we're stopping in Yuma, Arizona, and they got coffee. And again, you're not even in the vehicle, and we know all this information. This is the power. This is a virtual passenger seat with fleet tracking device, because it's not just showing where they went. We know their stops. We know they went to Dunkin' Donuts. And hey, nothing wrong with that, except it's 120 degrees in Arizona because we live in a place that is incredibly hot. While you're getting coffee, maybe it was a nice coffee. I was in the car, so I know it was a coffee, actually. So we're able to see exactly where they were, what parking space they were in. And again, going back to, is this person being efficient? And if you consider the pennies a day it takes to actually run the system, what you're paying in gas, wear and tear, labor, and more importantly, people that are not doing their jobs and they're being inefficient. So here's another stop in Gila Bend. And this time we did get gas, and you can see this, and it was a 4-minute stop. So again, nothing wrong with that. 4 minutes at gas station on point, like a pit driver, like a pit stop, just in and out, being efficient, not screwing around. This is obviously a terrific employee. This is somebody that's doing their job because they were supposed to transport something from Baja to Arizona. And we can go and see mileage reports. There's a million reports on this, like pretty much everything you'd want. We can see the entire day. 421 miles exactly is what they drove that entire day. So in this case, we were paying $1 a mile. So we know exactly what we're going to pay. We know how long it took them, and majority of that was based at the border. And we know that it was the border, and they spent a lot of time there because the timestamps and the speeds and how long they got from this location to this location. So again, there's no contracts with us. There's no monthly fees. We're GPS and track. This is our fleet tracking device. We have others as well. You can contact us at 1-800-578-1809 or gpsandtrack.com. No contracts, no monthly fees. Compare us to our competitors. We're like half the price, and our product and platform are superior.